On this week's show, we venture far beyond where the dirt road ends, traveling by float plane into Ontario's northern boreal forest.
Hey, I've been fishing in Ontario for well over 40 years and have some great fishing memories, not to mention some very close friends. Ontario has some of the best multi-species freshwater fishing in the world. Ontario has a special place in my heart. The Ontario Experience captures all of this and more as hosts Troy Lindner and Ty Shadeen explore new places, meet some authentic characters, and experience world-class fishing and hunting along the way. The Ontario Experience is the next best thing to going on the adventure yourself, and who knows, this unique show just might give you some ideas for your next fishing or hunting trip.
Here at Wilderness North in Northwest Ontario, and there's a plane just coming in. I think that's our ride. After a short drive to Wilderness North's airport in Thunder Bay, I was pretty excited to get the adventure started. I'd heard a lot of good things about their 5 deluxe lodges and 8 remote outpost cabins. We're talking unspoiled beauty, epic brook trout fishing, 100+ walleye days, and tales of giant toothy critters. Yes, one of my favorites, trophy northern pike. And for me, flying is definitely part of the fun. And if you haven't done an Ontario flying fishing trip, you really should, and sit in the co-pilot seat if you can. Canadian bush pilots are some of the best in the world, even the young guns, and have to go through extensive ground and air schools to fly. They build lots of hours quickly. And these planes are pretty impressive. Bush pilots have a real love for de Havilland beavers and otters, the aircraft that opened up northern Canada starting far back as the end of World War II in 1947. The views are spectacular. It's like flying over some uninhabited, pristine planet, unspoiled wilderness, and unpressured fish. Man, I was itching to get a line wet. Thanks to the helpful staff, we had our gear unloaded in no time. Well, I have a pretty good chance of catching probably the biggest pike of my life here, and that's what I'm going to be focusing on today. I got a little walleye jig on there, but main thing, going for big, giant pike. This is an absolute beautiful day. The lake is near glass. I'm going to probably target, I think, shallow bays for the pikes and find some. We might be able to see them like cruising up on the sand at some of those slats, which would be really cool, especially if they're really big. And sight fishing for big pike like that is awesome. All right, get down in here, load the stuff, and get out there. So the adventure begins. Cloud in the sky. Well, I'm going after pike, so I'm thinking this season like this, I look for weeds, shallow bays, and I'm going for pike. Wow. This segment is brought to you by Tourism Northern Ontario.
Look at that. Holy cow. Wow. Net, 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 net. Oh, look at that, Pike. Got it! Oh my God! Wow! Ah! Jeez!
Two hands.
Look! Oh! Look at that!
What a beauty. That's what you come up here. Wilderness North for trophy pike fishing. Absolute gorgeous fish. Only been out here, I think, just fishing a couple hours and just hooked into this one. It's a good way to start the trip. Wow. Holy cow. That was amazing. My hand is shaking from that fish. And they hit, it's like, it's not like bass fishing or walleye fishing. I mean, it's just really, you should see, when that fish hit, the boil was probably that big. And it's just like, boom, and I'm like, oh my God, I said, this is the right one. And she was. Now I want another one. Water levels down. There. Oh, look at that. Look at that walleye. Holy cow. Look at that. I was throwing at the top of this reef system and it's a little bonus. Beautiful walleye. Look at that. It's a nice one. It's a nice little leader. Of course, this isn't quite what I'm after, but it's definitely a little bonus. Tells me they're hungry, they're shallow, they're aggressive, and there's lots of them. There. That's a good fish. That was a little bit more of what we want. And it's a big walleye. Again, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I've caught another leader walleye. Look at that. Catching walleyes today on wake baits really opened my eyes to coming back sometime with a fly rod or topwaters. What a blast. A great afternoon and evening of fishing, and I was ready for dinner. Maybe a little re-rigging, and then to bed. Definitely a great start to the trip. This segment is brought to you by Go Fish Ontario, Canada. Brian gave us a spot. Actually, it's marked on the map, a spot for some early morning low light pike, so that's where we're heading. It's just down the lake a little bit. It's gonna be a little bit of a run, not 15 minutes, 20 minutes down the lake, but he said early morning, low light, they'll come up and feeding us at the mouth of this bay before going down deep. So he knows this lake better than anybody. He actually marked the spots on the map. When you look at the map, he marked every single spot on there. So I'm taking his wise counsel, and here we go. Whoa, holy cow. Whoa, 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 whoa. That hit right at the side. This is a big fish. Oh my gosh, that hit right at the side of the boat. Net. All right, come here. Come on. Okay, she don't wanna quit. Lead your nose right into, up, 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 turn around, turn around, turn around, and get the nose right there. Oh yeah. Hit the head. All right. Let me get my fish handling tools. And she hit right at the side of the boat. Nice one. Boy, she's really mean. She really smacked the bait really hard. Sure enough, it's hard to see at low light like this. I don't see the, I won't be able, there she goes. I won't be able to see the fish, in this dark water. I can't see him hit at the side of the boat, but that one, it goes, boom, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a big one. So, all right, I got to get back in there and get another one. Of Wilderness North's 5 deluxe lodges and 8 remote outpost cabins, I chose Strykers Point Lodge, known for trophy pike and an insane number of walleyes. 5 vertical log cabins feature comfortable beds, full bathroom, refrigerator, and a lounge with wood stove, all very clean and inviting. The dining area, lounge, and gift shop is a short walk away and offers TV and free Wi-Fi. Daily housekeeping, breakfast, pre-dinner reception, 3-course dinner, even dock and fish cleaning keeps you focused on fishing. Or if you want, paddling and hiking. They have some great trails too. Talk about a stress-free experience. And a fleet of 16-foot Lund boats with 4-stroke electric start motors and new depth finders with GPS spots already marked are great for anglers of all skill levels. Talking with other guests, I heard a lot of walleyes are everywhere and walleye sometimes every cast. I was anxious to experience that myself. Just like that. That didn't take long. There. Is it? Said I wanted to pop jig right over the rocks there. That was the first drop. This one's a little bit smaller, but that's fun. All right, I can do that again right here. Throw it out like that. It's not that deep in there. I popped it about 3 times, and that fish hit. They hit it when you pop it up, when it's going back down, they grab it. Like that. Hit like when it drops. I'm just sitting here chilling. Walleye, walleye, walleye. Jeez, near every drop, just vertical jigging like that. They got some really cool colors. There's a nice little guy that really, look at that fins. Pretty fish. I get one more. I'm gonna get one more on the little boot tail here. And then I think it's time to cut up some bacon fat.
Giant pike are some pretty fascinating creatures. They're perfectly designed eating machines, like their cousins the muskie. Apex predators that rule the roost. In Ontario, it's home to lots of them. Now here's a question for you. What is the Ontario provincial record for the largest northern pike? Is it 43 pounds? How about 42.12 pounds? 46.15 pounds? Or 47.5 pounds? We'll give you a moment to think it over and have the answer when we come back. So what is the Ontario provincial record for the largest northern pike? If you guess 42.12 pounds, you're right on. On July 14, 1946, angler Harry Bell was fishing the Delaney River near Kenora in northwest Ontario when history was set into motion. Unfortunately, no photo existed of the catch. Carrying a camera was pretty high-tech in those days, and social media wasn't even science fiction yet. These days, with so many big pike being caught each year in Ontario, many believe it's only a matter of time before the record's broken again. Who knows? Could be some lucky angler like you on your next Ontario fishing trip.
If I do that again, that's like 3 fish. And And then half of a cast. We're the, ooh, come here. Nice. There we go. There we go. Nice one. These are all like really good eater size. They're schooled up here. Really nicely, just popping. Okay, it's bacon time. All right. All right, some bacon fat. Carl, he's caught a lot of fish and he's traveled across Canada. She's a good strip like that. Put it on there. Should hold on there pretty good. I'm not gonna double it over or anything. I'm just gonna keep it just like this. Deploying bacon. Deploying bacon. Bacon is deployed. Oh, and I broke the line. Oh. But, oh. And there's a fish on it. There's a fish on it. Hang on. There was. Oh. Oh. Okay, so oh my gosh. I don't need a rod to catch these fish. Here's what you do. Take the bacon. I don't got time to, I got to get right back down there. I don't have time to retie. We're going to try to, right there, we're going to try to hand line walleye like that. See, all right, I don't have time to retie when they're biting like that. I just drop it over like that on the bacon. Nothing like, this is pretty typical actually this time of year, hand lining bacon for walleye. The origins of bacon fishing for walleye date way back with Carl on a fateful trip to a lodge in Ontario, Canada that changes the face of walleye fishing forever. Number 3. This is number 3. Number 3 on the, okay. Okay, go. There we go. Number 4. Number 5. There we go. Look at that, fresh, juicy bacon deliciousness. It's not bacon wrapped walleye, it's walleye wrapped bacon. Yeah, that's what I said. It's a walleye, no, bacon wrapped walleye.
Yeah, it's not walleye wrapped bacon.
This is what I have to deal with.
Get it right.
Believe it or not, we caught dozens of walleyes on bacon, almost every cast. Old Carl was right on the money with bacon fat. So where did the origins
Bacon
of the
company?
bacon, the origins of the bacon?
We went with Jack Hume Adventures, what, 3 years ago, to northern Quebec, up near the Arctic Circle. And so happened that our cabin was the furthest north of all of them.
Yeah.
And the owner said there's a river with a lot of rapids in it that runs out of this lake into the main river. And he said it's some of the best brook trout fishing there are. So we packed our poles
Yeah.
and some spoons, and they would bite really good. He said when they quit biting, well, we had bacon at the camp. He said take some of this bacon and cut a piece and put it on the back hook. And he said they can't resist it, and we did that, and they just started up like crazy biting. So that's where it started from.
Okay. And what is the perfect slice? So if I got a slice of bacon, I got a big piece of bacon, how would someone cut that up to make it perfect? Like
Probably no more than 2 inches.
Okay.
If you've got the whole strip laid out, cut it no more than 2 inches across.
Okay.
And then take a knife and hold it like this.
Yeah.
And cut about 3/8, no more than 3/8 width.
Okay. So a nice little strip, a little small little backstrap, bacon backstrap.
And when you jigging, it'll do this in the water.
Yeah. What an amazing trip. Big pike and walleyes everywhere you go. And I had only explored a tiny section of the available waters. There's nothing like a fly-in.
Pike, you gotta be less threatening. Get down. Stay lower. Crawl. You gotta act submissive. Oh, he's threatened. Roll over on your back. Oh. Okay, that's enough. Nope, you're making him nervous. Give you $10 if you can feed Steve by hand.
I need a bigger cracker.